everyone, my name is Christy and I will be guiding you through your practice today. We're going to focus on our breath, make some space in our body, and get out some of that stagnant energy we have floating around. So we're going to begin in our comfortable seat, whatever that means for you. You can sit on your knees like this, or you just come to your bottom, crisscross applesauce. Move out any flesh out of the way and ground down through your sits bones. Hands can rest comfortably on your knees. To begin, I invite you to close your eyes. Start to notice your natural breath without altering or changing anything. Notice the rise of your chest on the inhales, and notice your body soften on the exhales. Your breath is your guide and your teacher. Listen to it and listen to your body. Be in tune with what your body needs today. It might be something different than I'm cueing. Please feel free to explore. Choose stillness, choose movement. Listen to your breath. Listen to your body. So with a tall spine, slowly open your eyes. Just begin to make some movements with your wrists, circling one way, circling the other. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale to center, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. One more time, left ear to left shoulder. You want to feel a little more gently. Take your left hand and place it over your right ear for a little extra pressure. Be soft here. Inhale to center. Exhale. Right ear, right shoulder. Here. If you want to take it a step further, gently put some pressure. Start to feel the sides of your neck lengthen. Come back to center. We're going to make our way to a neutral tabletop. Shoulders over top of wrists, knees under hip. Your toes can be tucked or on the ground. We're going to just start with a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, curve your spine. Length breath with movement. Inhales and exhales. Take any other movement that feels good here. You can look over each shoulder. Take some hip circles. Just move in a natural way. Start beginning to notice your body and creating more space. Take 2 more rounds. Come to a neutral tabletop. Inhale your right arm to the sky and exhale. Thread it through. Your right ear comes to the mat. Your left hand can stay where it is. It can reach in front of you, or it can come behind your back. Start opening up our shoulders a bit. Let your left hand, if it was behind your back, inhale, sweep your right arm up and place it down. We'll do that on the other side. Inhale, your left arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Left ear comes to the mat. Right hand can go out in front of you or can wrap around. Right hand plants. Inhale, your left arm up. Place it down. Take one round of cat-cow. Tap your toes and just lift your knees a couple inches off the ground, coming into your floating tabletop. Begin to fire up your low belly, navel to spine. Engage your core. Press the mat away. Exhale, downward facing dog. Set up your foundation here. Feet, hands, fingers spread. Navel goes to spine. Your gaze is at the back of your mat. Shoulders out of ears. Sits bones to the ceiling. Stay here in stillness, or inhale to tippy toes. Exhale, right knee bends. Left foot goes down. Inhale, tippy toes. Left knee bends. Slowly walk out your dog, noticing what it feels like in your body today. Come back to stillness. Look to your top of your mat. Step your right foot forward, then your left. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Rise. High mountain. Hands to heart center. Tadasana. Inhale, lift your arms. Shoot the arrow. Thumbs coming together. Index, fingers point up. Inhale. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, to the right. Ground down firmly through that left foot. Feel the expansion of your left side body. Inhale just an inch. Exhale to your depth. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale to center. Tuck your chin. Hands behind your head. Switch to your awkward grip. Inhale, exhale to the left. This time, ground down through your right foot, opening up our intercostal muscles. Inhale an inch up. Exhale to your depth. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Tuck your chin. Reset your spine. Separate your feet hip distance. Hands in front of you. Sit down and back into your chair. Press outward with your feet like you're gonna rip your mat in half, while also squeezing your thighs together like there's a block in between. There's an effort and ease in every pose. Inhale to stand. Rise to your tippy toes. And if you choose, keeping your heels high above your toes, begin to slowly bend. Again, pretend you have a block in between your thighs or a balloon and you're squeezing it. Go to your edge. 3, 2, 1. Inhale to stand. Drop your heels, toe heel your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Pinkies face slightly in. Weight is in more of your heels. Shoulders back and down. Skiers pose. Palms face each other. Get a little bit lower to your hips. Hands to heart center. And twist. Right elbow over left knee. Stay here or expand your wings. The inhales we lengthen, the exhales we twist just a bit further. Back to skiers pose. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Skiers pose. Hands to heart center and twist, opposite side. Left elbow over right knee. Twist from your mid-back and your ribs. Hips are square and stable to the front of your mat. Expand your wings. Come back through skiers pose. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take our first modified flow. Inhale to your high plank. Drop your knees. Lower all the way down to the mat. Pressing your all 10 toes into the mat, engaging your quads. Low cobra. Inhale, lift. And release. One more cobra. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Child's pose. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, high push-up. Knees drop to the mat. Lower all the way down to the mat. Take 2 cobras on your own breath. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg high into the sky. Bend and open your hip. Square your hip. Step your right foot through. Left hand plants. Twist. Right arm goes up. Right hand plants. Drop your back knee. Inhale, arms up. Low lunge. Feel your hips going forward and down. Hands plant, half split. Inch forward as much as you need. You can sit all the way back and have your back toes tucked or untucked. Breathe through any tightness or sensation you might be feeling in your hamstring. Inhale, set up your low runner's lunge, back knee lifts. Inhale, runner's lunge, arms in airplane. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus arms, dip your left knee. Inhale, rise. Do that 2 more times. Exhale, cactus arms, bend your back knee. 1 more. Inhale, cactus arms, and up. Open up into warrior 2. Gaze over your front middle finger. Press firmly through your back foot and bend deeply through your front knee. Make sure your knee is not caving in. Take a peek if you need. Inhale, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Right arm comes to your side of your knee. Left arm towards the center of the room, over your ear. Create length over both sides. And breathe. Inhale, warrior 2. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back, high plank. Now, either take your chaturanga or modified flow. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Lift your right leg up, bend and stack your hip. Straighten your leg. Step your left foot through. Right hand plants this time. Twist, open. Left hand comes down, right knee comes down. Inhale, low lunge. Hands come to the mat and fold forward over that left hamstring. Hands can come next to your foot. And breathe through any sensation. Come forward, tuck your back toes, lift that right knee, runner's lunge. There's a long line from your right toes through the crown of your head. High crescent lunge. Cactus arms, bend your right knee and lift, bend and lift. 1 more time. Bend and lift. Warrior 2. You might get a good crack. Reverse your palms, reverse your warrior. Warrior 2, extended side angle. Can look up at that top arm if that feels okay for your neck. Warrior 2. Hands to the mat, step back, high plank, and then your vinyasa. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Settling back into your foundation in your practice. Look forward to the top of your mat. Step your left foot forward, then your right. Halfway lift, flat back, forward fold, high mountain. Hands through heart center, Tadasana. We're going to take tree. Left foot plants firmly onto the ground. Right knee lifts. It can go to your ankle, your calf, or your thigh. Hands come to heart center. Hips squared towards the front of the mat. Get stable, and from here, explore the possibilities of growing your tree. Sway with the wind. Your gaze for an extra challenge. Lift it to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Inhale your hands through center. Step your right foot down. Tadasana. Inhale your shoulders up, back, and down. Other side. Right foot plants. Left leg lifts. Place your foot. Hands to heart center. And then explore this tree. Maybe you grow your branches down, rooted into Mother Earth, who's always supporting you. Wherever your arms are, bring them through to heart center and release your left foot. Inhale, shoulders up, back, and down. Eagle, right side. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Right arm under left. Right knee over left. The right foot can wrap behind your calf, or it can touch down on the ground like a kickstone. Elbows away from your chest. Gaze steady to the top of your mat. Really compress. Squeeze those thighs together. And release. Eagle, left side. Inhale your arms up. Left arm sweeps under right. Left leg over right. Make sure your right toes are soft, not gripping into the mat. See if you can sit down just an inch lower in your hips. And release. Arms up through heart center, Tadasana. Airplane, right side. Lift your right leg up and then kick it back. There's a slight micro bend in that standing left knee. Your hips are square to the floor. So that right one has a tendency to sneak up on you, so you can always guide it down. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Shrug those shoulders up, back, and down. Airplane, left side. This way so you can see a little better. Lift your knee and kick it back. That left foot is flexed and straight. It's like you're standing on a wall. Fingers are sparked and engaged. There's a long line from the crown of your head through your toes. And hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot releases, shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale your hands up, bend forward, halfway lift, take your vinyasa. Remember to breathe. Right leg lifts, bend, stack your hip, stay here, or flip your dog. If you're flipping your dog, your feet are on the mat facing 12 o'clock to the back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to chest. Three-legged dog. Right knee, right elbow. And lift. Right knee, left elbow. And three-legged dog. And now step your right foot to the outside of your mat of it. Your hands will be the inside of your foot. Just kind of rock back and forth, oiling out your hip flexors a bit. You can stay here, coming into lizard pose, or drop your knee. Stay here again. Or you can go down to your elbows. Your knee is in towards your shoulder. Come back to your palms. And this time, take your right hand to your right inner thigh and just roll open on the knife edge of your right foot. You can look over your back shoulder. You may be feeling this in the outside of your right hip. Breathe into any sensation. Come back, toe heel your foot to center. Tuck your left leg, low runner's lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Come back to warrior two. Extended side angle again. Make it a dance. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. One more time. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Back to warrior two. Right toes pivot to the wide side of your mat. Setting up for a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Broaden your collarbones. And exhale, forward fold with your heart leading the way. Your hands can come up from your back. You can also use a strap or a towel here if your hands don't quite meet each other. Remember to breathe through the nose and out through the nose. Release your hands to the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Pivot your toes to the front of the mat. Step back, high plank. Your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg lifts. Bend and open your hip. Stay here. Flip your dog. I sometimes like to circle that top arm, getting into my shoulder joint. Come back, three-legged dog. Knee to nose. Three-legged dog. Left knee, left elbow. Three-legged dog. Right knee, right elbow. Three-legged dog. And step it through, setting up for lizard on this side. Hands come into that left foot. Again, kind of rock back and forth. Oiling up that hip flexor. There, stay here. Drop to that back knee. Stay on your palms. Knee is in towards your shoulder. Or you can go down to your elbows, palms on the ground. Come back to your palms. This time our left hand goes to our left inner thigh. Roll open to the outside of that left foot. Come back to center, toe heel. Your left foot to the center of your mat. Tuck your right toes. Setting up in our low runner's lunge. And then the inhale brings us up to our high crescent lunge. Open up into our warrior two. And let's dance. First our warrior. Into extended side angle. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. One more time. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. Come back to your warrior two. Left toes will pivot to face the wide side of your mat. This time, grab opposite elbows or reverse namaste behind your back. Inhale, exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Hands release to the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Toes pivot to face the front of your mat. Palms plant. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Just notice how your body is feeling now. Have you built some heat? Do you feel extra spacious? Don't put judgment to those answers. Just think about them. If you feel the same, that's okay. If you feel a lot different, that's okay. We're going to inhale to our high plank. Then we're going to lower to the mat on the count of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Setting up for our low cobra. Palms plant, quads are engaged. Inhale, low cobra. And release. This time, spider, take your hands off your mat and spider tip your fingers. Your feet can go a little bit wider, hip distance or so. Inhale, lift. And then dip your right shoulder, look to your left. Back to center. Dip your left shoulder. And lift. One more time. Right shoulder. Lift. And left shoulder. And release. Drop your right ear to the mat. Hands come along beside you. Palms facing up. Take 2 breaths. Forehead comes to center. Arms go into cactus. Feet come together. We're going to take locust with our hands in cactus arms today. Inhale, lift your arms, lift your chest and your feet. Think about getting long here, as long as you can, from your toes to the crown of your head. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. This time, Left ear comes to the mat, arms beside us, palms up. Take 2 breaths. Our left arm is going to come out in front of us, and all we're going to do is going to swim on over to our backs. So stretches. So you're on your back, we're going to set up for our bridge pose. Feet 12 o'clock, heels in, arms down beside us. Inhale, lift. You can tuck your shoulders under and interlace your hands under your back. Think about that peach under your chin. You're not crushing it. You're not letting it fly away. And release. I'm going to take one more bridge. You can also put a block underneath your sacrum for a restorative version. Otherwise, inhale and lift. And release. Now we're going to set up for our figure 4 on our back. Right leg comes up, crosses over that left thigh. Then we thread our right arm, through our right leg and grab your shin or the back of your thigh. Shoulders and low back on the mat, feet flexed. Use that right arm to gently put some pressure on that right knee if you want a little more. Set your left foot down, right leg comes up, and just switch to the other side. Left leg crosses over your right. Arms go through the hole you made. Simply breathe here. You can use the strength of your arms to bring that right knee in if you want a little more. And release. Stack your knees over your hips in tabletop position. Don't let your knees come into your chest. We have a habit of doing that here. It's actually, your hips are farther out than you think. Take your hands right below your knee. This is an isometric move, so don't cheat at home. But inhale and press firmly into your thighs back into your hand. Start feeling shakes pretty soon in your low belly. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest, give them a little squeeze. Legs back to tabletop. Now move your hands to about your mid-thigh. Inhale and press. Hands into thighs, thighs into hands. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into chest. One more time. This time, hands at our top of our thigh, kind of below our hips. Inhale and press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Sway side to side a little bit, massaging your low back. We're gonna rock and roll the length of our spine And we're gonna meet in a downward facing dog. So you can cross your legs, you can, as gracefully as you can, doesn't have to be perfect. Take one final vinyasa together. Inhale to high plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. I'm gonna set up for our traditional pigeon. If this doesn't work for you, feel free to go back to figure 4 on your back or take another variation that suits you. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it through to the top of your mat. Your right knee is behind your right wrist. A block is great here. You can put it under your hip, under your forehead. Before you fold over, take a look at your back leg, make sure it's straight and coming out from your hip. Inhale, and exhale, fold with your heart leading the way. Sometimes in these passive poses is where our mind can start to wander. That's okay. Let any thoughts come and go. No need to judge them or worry about them. Take 2 more breaths here. Then, make your way back to downward facing dog. I like to pedal it out here, get some blood back into my legs. Lift your left leg, step it through for pigeon on your left side. Take a look back at that right leg, sit tall, and then fold forward. Your left foot should be flexed. Send breath to any tight spots. Might be feeling this in the outside of your hip. Send your breath there. And soften elsewhere. Soften your jaw. Soften your forehead. Take 3 more breaths. After your 3rd breath, just kind of roll off to your left hip. We're going to do a wide-legged seated fold. So legs come out from your hips, kind of scooch, get your sits bones grounded. Sit tall. Inhale your hands up, and exhale, fold. Again, great place for a block. You can put it under your forehead. Keep your toes flexed, and you want your knees still pointing up to the sky. You don't want them falling, caving in. Take 2 more breaths. Rise. Bring your legs together into butterfly pose. Feet around your, hands around your feet like a book. Today we're gonna have our heels a little closer into us. Inhale, exhale, fold. You don't need to go super deep. It's more important to maintain the integrity of your spine here with a nice straight back versus then hunching over. Inhale, rise. Plant your feet on the ground. Wrap your hands around your shins. Give yourself a nice little hug. I like to lean back a little bit. You get a nice little stretch through your shoulders. Then slowly make your way all the way down to your back. I'm just going to take a nice easy supine twist here. So hands go out to the air as an airplane if you have the room, or goalpost if you don't. Inhale your legs above your hip, and then just simply drop them to the left, looking out over the right. Shoulders are planted on the mat. Inhale your legs to center, then just exhale them to the right. Come back, happy baby. Grab the outside of your feet, your shins, wherever. Sway back and forth. And release. Shavasana. Let your hands and legs go wide off your mat. Take up room. You deserve all the room and space. Take it. Close your eyes and absorb your practice. As my voice hits your ears, slowly bring movement into your fingers and toes, your wrists and ankles. Shake your head on the mat. Bring your knees in, one final squeeze. Roll off to your right side. Pause here. Then, the strength of your arms, lift up into your easy seat. Inhale your hands above your head and through heart center. Close your eyes. First of all, thank you for joining me and letting me guide you through your practice today. Secondly, make sure to thank yourself. You took time out of your day to do something for you. Hands to third eye center. We bow and say, Namaste. Thanks so much and enjoy the rest of your day.